Hey guys, welcome on my channel. I'm here today to talk about my own present to myself for the new year of 2026, which is this written journal. It's called Книжный дневник because it's in Russian, it's printed in Russian, but essentially it's a reading journal. And as far as I'm aware, it is manufactured in Belarus, so it was shipped from another country to me, which makes it even more special. I've been long searching for something like this available in my country, but for some reason the reading journals aren't that popular. There are numerous different planners out there in the market, but reading journals are scarce. And finally, I have found it. I'll now guide you through all the sections that it has, so that you know how cool it is, and you'll also see some of the sections that I've started filling in. And we'll begin with the first 2 pages, which are just to state who it belongs to me apparently, Julius Caesar. Then there's a beautiful, stunningly beautiful picture to color in and maybe put the titles on, which is called Your Library. Another type of my library, probably to draw the books and write the names on them. I haven't figured out yet how I'm gonna use it, but I will figure it out in time. Then a really nice reading tracker. As you may see, I've already put January here, and the golden days are those when I read something, and the black days are those when I skipped reading. Not because I wanted, but mostly because I just didn't find time because of the exam season and other things that I need to do, desperately need to do. There are also 3 built-in lasso bookmarks of 3 different colors. I think that's cool and really handy. The next will be a genre tracker. I have already finished 1 book, so I've put 1 color that corresponds to fantasy, because the first book I read this year was The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski, which is the first book about the witch. I first read the book series when I was 13, and this winter I just decided to reread it because I've grown a lot since I was 13, and I feel like it's high time I reread it. Another genre tracker, I guess that's for 2 years. Then there's a place for a book list. I use it for my monthly TBR. I intend to read 5 books in January. I mean, 5 more books. My audiobook, which I'm currently listening, the one for the book club, the one for another book club, the one I started reading back in 2025, which is Frankenstein and haven't finished yet, which I really ought to do, and also the second book about The Witcher, just because I want to, and I think I'll be able to do it when I come back home, in between the exams and after the exam season too. 2 more pages for the book list, and then there's a real tracker of what's read. Here's the first book that I read already in here. There are many pages with this content, so as far as I remember, there are 73 books that can be tracked in this planner, but I currently see 6 pages for the tracker, so probably the tracker can encompass more than 73, and there's only space to write reviews of 73, which perfectly suits my goals. I think it will take me 2 years to fill this out. Then there are the pages to track different challenges, like read 50 books. This page is for it. The page near it is for tracking 100 books. So maybe that's for 2 years, because it's slightly unrealistic to read 100 books if reading and, book blogging isn't one's main occupation. And another challenge, the alphabet challenge, both in Russian and in English, which I genuinely really like because I read in both languages and I like to do both. I'd like to do both challenges at some point, maybe even this year. And it's good that you don't need to print anything out and stick it in. It's all already there. One more book challenge. There are just so many of them, so that everyone finds something that floats their boat. And then we get to the book reviews pages. I've already started filling in the review of the first Witcher book. That's where I'll stick the picture once I print it out. And I also added some stickers for decoration because they're the Witcher themed. There's place to write out some quotes, 3 of them, and there's enough space to write out, for instance, the monologue of Geralt when he talks to Stregobor about types of the evil, which aren't really existent. Evil is evil, as you know. The place for the review itself is ample, more than half the page. It's on the left. And we have 73 such spreads for 73 books. And then at the end of the journal, there are also some other types of pages. The one to choose the book of the year. I love this template. There are 2 of them. I haven't created my winner of the year book template for 2025, but apart from that, I've been doing it for ages now, and I'm eager to try to do my 2025 book champion, maybe here. Also, screen adaptations tracker. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using it, but we'll see. Then a place to keep track of the books we lend to people, which is good. I won't say that it would be useful for me now, but back when I was a teenager, a preteen maybe even, or a young, very young teenager, we used to exchange a lot of books with my best friend, and sometimes it was really difficult to keep track of what I gave to her, what originally belonged to her but stayed in my bookshelf forever. I guess we ended up forgetting to give back some of the books that we gave each other to read. And also some blank pages for any notes that you might need to put down. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dotted pages for notes, and that's how this reading journal ends. It's beautiful, it's really beautiful. You see, it's golden. The pages are with the gold, and it also looks super durable and super comfortable to use. I've been using book journals for ages, like for 4 years already, I think, and most of them I created by myself, writing the same thing like author, name, review, but it's just nicer than what I can do in a regular notebook. It gives a special feel to reviewing the books that I read, so it's a cool addition to the collection of someone who loves stationery and who loves books, which is me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it and maybe it was helpful to you. If you want to see me again talking about my life, books, lifestyle, maybe some products, please subscribe to my channel, Julia Caesar, and bye!